Since the arrival of Zion Williamson to the New Orleans Pelicans, hopes have been high for the team's ascent championship. However, the past has shown a different story. Will 2023 finally be the year that changes the narrative? Let's explore. So first off, we gotta talk about the face of the Pelicans, Zion Williamson. Sure, he's a big name, but for the wrong reasons. I'm sure you all know about his lingering health issues that have overshadowed his career. However, Zion's desire to overcome these challenges has at least been inspiring. He's endured multiple career setbacks that would have discouraged many, but his constant dedication to his team and the game is monumental to his character. Big ups, Zion. We hope he resolves his injury problems and becomes the beast we all know he can be. Speaking of beast, let us talk about how he is on the court. Honestly, his presence is nothing short of astounding. His stature, speed, and athleticism form an almost unstoppable force. His ability to dominate inside and outside of the paint and his exceptional court vision make him a game changer. No folks, I am not hyping him for no reason. He has the potential to become one of the best in his generation. Zion's presence alone on the court pushes the Pelicans to another level, whether he's scoring in the post, slamming down thunderous dunks, or creating scoring opportunities for his teammates. It shows he can become a future Pelican legend. Let's look at last season. Sure, Zion was injured most of the time, but when he wasn't, he had a fantastic impact, leading the squad to an impressive record before suffering an injury. During that time, he averaged 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists per game, demonstrating his versatility and leadership. Now that is just amazing. But enough about Zion, let's talk about the rest of the squad now. The New Orleans Pelicans roster also includes well-rounded players besides the beast himself. We have Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum, two standout players who offer the team a potent combination of experience, skill, and leadership. Ingram's ability to score from everywhere on the court reminds me of a particular NBA legend named Kevin Durant. Moreover, his skills offer offensive versatility that complements Zion's dominant presence. Then, CJ McCollum provides a consistent attitude and scoring prowess to the mix. His steady scoring ability and 6 assists per game make him a vital player within the team's framework. These two, along with Zion, are enough to make any team worry when they're facing the Pelicans. But who do they got besides their main stars? The Pelicans have also developed and integrated young players poised to impact significantly. Trey Murphy and Herb Jones stand out among these young players as guys who can add new and intriguing flavor to the team's roster. But are they any good? Trey Murphy adds a much-needed outside threat to the team's inside strength, with his excellent shooting ability and agility. His ability to routinely hit threes and contribute on both ends of the court make him an invaluable asset. Then there's Herb Jones, who delivers an unrivaled defensive energy. His versatility allows him to effectively guard all spots, making him a critical defensive anchor. These two have much more to offer, and I hope we see that going into the next season. Another name I'd like to mention here is Jordan Hawkins. His selection in the draft was a superb acquisition, as his reputation as a sharpshooter and his willingness to take on difficult shots adds a fresh dimension to the Pelicans' offense. While this is a long-term investment, he can surely help the Pelicans in a reserve role, filling the seat in case of an injury or suspension. Now that you know about all the main players in the mix, this talented pool also addresses the roster depth challenges the team faced last season. Sure, they were decent, but when Zion got injured, they did not have the talent to cover it up. The signing of Jordan Hawkins via the draft demonstrates their commitment to addressing this shortcoming. Now they have that safety valve when it comes to roster depth, but that's only part of what they've managed going into this new season. Another problem is integrating fresh talent and blending them with old players. While newcomers such as Trey Murphy and Jordan Hawkins bring interesting skill sets, finding the perfect balance between developing their potential and maintaining team harmony necessitates careful planning. That honestly depends on the management of the coaches. Let's hope they manage to do so going into the new season. Come on, Willie Green, show us what you got. Now let's talk about something I know you've all been wondering about up until now. What will be the starting five? I'm sure it's easy to see how a starting lineup that includes the dynamic trio of Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, and CJ McCollum offers a lot of promise. Zion's dominance in the paint, Ingram's varied scoring, and McCollum's playmaking abilities set the tone for an explosive offensive unit. The three of them starting is a total no-brainer, in all honesty. That is, if Zion does not get injured. Besides these three, the Pelicans will probably play the reliable big man Jonas Valanciunas, and then Trey Murphy and his sharpshooting will round out the starting five. 5. It's pretty decent if you think about it, but what do you think? Is this a decent team? Please let us know in the comments below. But a winning team is not a winning team due to just its starting 5. It's really the bench that decides if you'll win or lose games. Coming off the bench, we got Herb Jones and Jose Alvarado, whose defensive abilities will help them hold on to the lead. Moreover, Jordan Hawkins plays an essential role in this system, providing energy and scoring off the bench. In addition to Hawkins, guys like EJ Liddell and Dyson Daniels provide depth with the ability to impact the game on both ends of the floor. While they certainly are not the best reserve players, they do their job well, so it shouldn't be an issue. And while we're talking about winning, let's talk about their playoff aspirations. It's gonna take work. With such fierce competition in the Western Conference, securing a playoff spot needs a combination of skill, strategy, and commitment. It mostly depends on Zion Williamson, though. If he stays healthy and performs spectacularly, the Pelicans can make the playoffs and secure a top-tier seed. Yes, folks, you heard that right. We've already discussed how the Pelicans have the firepower to take on any opponent because of the well-rounded team they've diligently assembled. But despite this, as I've said, competition is tough, and to make it to the playoffs, they must work and plan diligently, ensuring that their rotation modifications cater to matchup demands while exploiting opponents' vulnerabilities. But despite the competition, the Pelicans might emerge as a dark horse in the playoffs if everything falls into place. Their combination of star power, emerging skill, and a renewed emphasis on three-point shooting creates a formidable foundation. But again, that being said, it all depends on Zion's availability. Can Zion Williamson stay healthy long enough to lead them to a championship, or be why they fail? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.